Hi, company Fertilab Print, Czech company, produce a really nice, you know that from my previous video, really nice airplanes, printable on 3D printer. Yes, mostly warbirds or aerobatic Zivco Edge from Red Bull Air Race. New, really nice Stearman Cadet biplane. So on this address fertilabprint.com you can easily buy data for print. Print of models is between 20 and I don't know, Lightning, price of Lightning is $40. Yes, from 20 to 40 US dollars. And these days here in Czech Republic is really windy condition, and I want some really quick and durable model in strong wind, and I select for $20 this Easy Max Electroglider, printed on 3D printer with this part is from carbon tube. You must buy in RC shop some carbon tube, 10 per 9 millimeters, and glue it together. So I select this model, and now I just print this model. And because many RC modelers ask me, and RC modelers with 3D printer ask me for some details about print, so I want to make some short video about basic rules print of this model from fertilabprint.com. This is only my opinion. I respect that your opinion could be different. Yes, this is not for really experienced 3D printer, RC models with 3D printer. This is really for beginners, yes, who maybe won't try something like that. Yes, because these models are really nice, flies really nice, and I have them many prepared for maiden flight, Edge, Big Spitfire, Big Lightning, etc. So airplanes are nice, airplanes are flying really nice, and price for this model is actually crazy, especially if you have a 3D printer. So my opinion, point number one, temperature of extrusion, temperature on nozzle. Yes, use maximum temperature what you can use with filament, because each filament has different maximum temperature. Yes, I use many filaments here. This is in dark, but I have really many filaments from different manufacturers, and I know, for example, with this filament I can print 220 or 230 degree of Celsius. But with this filament, natural PLA, I can print only 190. On 200 it is just non-printable material. So find maximum temperature for filament which you want to use. Just set, for example, 220, print a part of 3D model, and look on surface if you will see some artifacts on surface like bubbles. Yes, just select temperature 10 degrees less and try it again, because it's really easy print this model very nice with low temperature. But with low temperature model will be nice, but adhesion of layers will be wrong, will be bad, and strength of this model will be really bad. So we need perfect adhesions between layers, so we need high temperature for good adhesion. I think it's clear. Again, we must select between perfect surface, low adhesion, or bad surface, perfect adhesion, and we want actually pretty good surface and really good adhesion. Yes. So you must make a test with your filament for right temperature. If you will print on a high temperature, probably you will have some problems with imperfections during moving from part on part. If you will print more parts on hotbed, when nozzle will travel from one part to other, probably you will have some imperfections on surface. You can ignore it. I ignore it, but I want to show you how you can just solve this problem. Just print your airplane part by part. If you will print only one part, each imperfections will stay inside this part and outside surface will be nice. But be careful, for some parts is better if you will print more parts for better cooling of end parts. For example, this is end part of P38 Lightning. This part ends with really small parts. I have here this part somewhere. Here. With these parts. If you will print this part alone, end of this part will be really horrible printed with blobs, etc. You just need difficult parts for print on ends of this part. You just need print more parts for better cooling of this part before next layer. Yes, it print one layer, and when it will travel on second part and will print next layer, this one layer will be cooled and prepared for next layer. So yes, you can print this part by part, but my recommendation is complexive parts print more on one turn. It will be better, especially on ending of these parts, on top points of these parts. So it was temperature. What is next important point are extrusion. Extrusion. This is Simplify 3D. Yes, I will talk on about Simplify 3D. Simplify 3D. Extrusion multiplier. When you will buy airplane on 3DLabprint.com, in PDF manual, PDF instructions, you can see picture with weight of all parts. So select one weight, print it, this part, select one part, print it first time with sum your option here, sum your number here, and after print that, put it on measure weight and compare weight of your part with ideal weight in PDF instructions, and change this number, extrusion multiplier, on value. Simply target is same weight of your parts like in PDF instructions, because weight is really important for nice flying characteristic of this RC airplanes. Yes. For example, my number is this. Your numbers, of course, could be completely different. Yes, I now print on different nozzle, but this is not important. Yes, this number is really important. Yes. On this Spitfire, you can see here some imperfections in surface. Points here. I know if I will change temperature of print 10 degrees less, it will be without these small imperfections, but strength of this wing will be not so good like now. So for me, it's more important strength of model than small imperfections in surface somewhere on model. Yes, because actually this is combat model. Yes, and trust me, if your model will fly with his speed 150 kilometers per hour and more, you will really not see any imperfections on model. You will be glad if you will see your model completely. Next thing, if you will print large parts, especially central parts of a wing, it could be a fight with warping ends of these white parts. I print on Corres. Just on this Corres stick glue, and I use temperature of hot bed between 55 or 60 degrees Celsius. So again, use what you like. I use Corres, someone other use other glue stick or hairspray, etc. But adhesion, perfect adhesion is necessary. When I print bigger models, it is really more easy some warping ends. But if this end is warping only about, I don't know, half millimeter or 0.2 millimeter, I just repair it during gluing parts together. Yes, because warping ends are really only on ends of these parts, and it's really easy. Just fix it. Yes, but again, perfect adhesion is necessary. Use what what do you think in your country and on your printer what will be just usable. Next thing, first layer, thickness or highest of first layer. If you will make first layer really low, yes, you will have perfect adhesion, but when you will print parts together, you will have a small problem with connections of parts together, because if your first layer will be low and thick, keys on next part which will be connected to this side, you can connect together really hard. So again, set first layer for good adhesion, but not too low, not too low highest. It's really hard to say it in English language, sorry for that, but I think if you are RC modeler with 3D printer, you know what I mean. Yes, just high of first layer. In Simplify 3D is this setup, first layer height. I use that calibration just on standard office paper, thickness of paper between nozzle and hotbed, really tight, and 55% first layer high. So next part of fuselage, I will print all next parts on one turn of print, and I won't show you imperfections which you can meet when you will print with high temperature and more parts in one turn on hotbed. These parts are from Per 38 Lightning, and I print, this is bigger, I don't know, 120%, this is bigger, this is a bigger scale, and I print more parts together on one turn, and you can see some imperfections what I talk about. Here, 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 yes. Some imperfections I can fix with sandpaper underwater, but actually this is really not important for me. Yes, this is just price for this technology and for high strength of this model. But some imperfections, if you want, you can fix, but be really careful. Thickness of wall is 0.4 millimeters, and if you want really nice surface and you will fix it with sandpaper, you can make your airplane really weak. Yes, so be careful. Inside this part you can see many imperfections, but this is inside and this is really not important for me. Yes, for me it's important strength and of course technical solution of parts. Both them is 3-4 wire, this lock system for wing is working, this is important. Yes. So first part of EasyMax fuselage is printed, and on this part you can nicely see area where you can see the surface is not so perfect, like here, and this is how look surface if temperature is too high. How it is possible? Because here it is okay and here it is less okay. Temperature is same. Because if you look inside, you can see in this part with nicer surface is some construction inside. So was some time between layers, and this time between layers makes just printed layer colder, more strength before next layer was printed on them. Here without inner construction, next layer was coming on previous short time after print previous layer, so previous layer was still a little bit soft and it makes just this unperfect surface. For me this surface is okay. Yes, I make airplanes for flying, not for looking from 2 centimeters on the ground. Yes. Someone has a problem with printed airplanes. They says, if I hold my airplane without any care, it just will break between layers. You can see my Spitfire, for example, if I hold only for end of fuselage, yes, this is leverage, this is without any problems about strength, or if I hold it end of ink, same, yes, without any problems, because temperature of print was enough. Still, better is a little bit higher temperature and maybe on perfect surface than low temperature and a surface without necessary strength. Yes. If I print it minus 30 degrees of Celsius, surface will be nice, but I can't make this. Yes. For strength like this, you need higher temperature of print, of extrusion. If you want strength enough and nicer surface, you have two options. If you will print this part again alone on print bed, just make it, for example, minus 10 degrees of Celsius, or print more parts, and if you will print more parts, it will just take a time between layers higher. Yeah? It will print one layer and it goes on other printed part, make print other part and go back and again. It will just take some it will add some time between layers and it will be okay. Of course you can add cooling by fan, but 3D lap print not recommended printed with fan, cooling with fan, and I agree it will make some next problems. Just print more parts with same temperature, or use lower temperature, or combine both methods. I can show you rest of fuselage. Now I print in one turn on one print, and I combine more parts and I modify my temperature minus 10 degrees of Celsius, and I think it will be really nice and okay, and it will be strength enough. You just must find parameters exactly for your filament and your printer, and actually for job which you printed now, it could be in different job a little bit different. So thank you for watching. I will make a next short movie soon about gluing 3D printed airplanes, really nicely flying airplanes by 3D lap print. 3dlapprint.com. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.